Hello everybody, this is Vigilant Jack, and in this video I'm going to be giving some updates. So over here, as you can see, this is the completed 1/8 of the stairs, and I'm moving on to this side to finish this 2/8 of the stairs, and then right there, once this is chiseled down and I chiseled that back down a little bit to where it needs to be, that's basically the platform to the first tower that I'm gonna workshop the ideas of the layout with this one. Tonight, yeah, I think tonight or tomorrow I'll be workshopping each tower, its aesthetics, the name and the lore. But down here, I'm at Y level 28, I think. So yeah, this is day 3, or no, 22, day 3, and I do use a drill. It's a part of an add-on that I have. As you can kind of see there, because of the rendering is lower, so I can do a lot more. But that's like 3 more layers, and then it's finally flush with the rest of it. So I'll be able to just go back and forth unilaterally. Uh, anyways, on that note, over here I found one spawner. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Oh, 2 spawner, and then a third spawner over here. No, 3 right here. All right, and you're like, oh wow, that's pretty cool, right? Oh, that's pretty awesome, huh? Uh, and then there's another spawner right up there. There's so many spawners, and then I found a freaking trial chamber right here. So I have like, oh moment. I was like, bro, let's go. And like looking at the tough brick and the polished tough blocks comparison to stone, this just looks nice. So this is definitely gonna go into the pyramid flooring eventually. But with the flooring, I'm gonna show you a little update. I have got to this process of the flooring. I changed the height of each floor from 6 to 9, and in recent or later, no, yeah, videos that I've already made videos explaining why I changed it. Uh, but yeah, right there where the cursor's at is where the deep slate starts, and that's when the stone bricks will stop as well. Then it'll become deep slate above the deep slate when the stone starts, like, spawning, as you can see with the line right here. So I'm gonna like inverse it, like reverse it, and then once I get more a little bit to the top, I'll probably use different blocks, like the tough blocks. I might use the tough blocks, and then at the very tippity top will be like, like a copper room, or um just a treasure room. So I have a big project in mind. I'm gonna have to go throughout this whole pyramid, in the surrounding, the surrounding areas, and remove every one of the spawners because I have a spawn wrench. Super useful. And then I'm gonna put them all in kind of like one location to see how much spawners are here. I mean, I can go to the chunk base and figure that crap out, but I rather just, because I've destroyed a couple of them on accident. Smelting copper. This one is smelting stone. I tried making a automatic kelp farm. Does not work for some reason. I've tried building 2 different ones, a simple one and then a not so simple one. as you can tell with, like, you know, the water being here. Other than that, I built another super smelter, as you can see right here. It's not really in operation right now because I don't have that crazy amount of raw material that I need to smelt. But I finished the flooring over here, and eventually I'm going to be moving on to this portion, but I'm starting from over there, going long ways, and just doing that instead of like cutting it up into little pieces, because cutting up into little pieces requires more button input, which means more time that I have to like physically be actively playing the game while I'm placing blocks. Like if I'm just placing blocks like this, I can just go a little semi AFK and then, you know, switch between slots that have the brick. So that's what I'm doing so far. Haven't really made too much progress with Site C, as I'm trying to show you. I don't use rockets because I'm in peaceful. And it's a lot harder to get gunpowder because you need creepers. So I moved my operation from Site C all the way down to Bedrock. But I'm at 33. I mean, that's pretty impressive, you know. At 33, and the one over there is at 22. Wow, it's going pretty well. I'm really enjoying it. The reason why I stopped the stairs right here is because, you know, I don't want to build it too far up and have to take it all the way. Sorry, I'm yawning so much. Take it all the way out again because I'm tired of like placing blocks only to remove it later on. But yeah, that's it for right now for the updates. And I guess you'll be watching me working on the stairs, because the stairs is the most interesting thing right now because it's kind of low-key, kind of new to me. The logistics on like shaving down terraforming crap like this, that needs to be very intricate, because I figured out on that one right there that I don't want to overcut, because if I overcut I have to overplace blocks. So usually how I start the cut or start the dig with a new layer is I go to one side, usually this side, to the tower, and it's gonna, you know, reverse if once I go over to that direction, which side I usually go on. But I come over here, get about right here, right, and then dig down to the necessary depth, and then get to right here and get flush to the wall. Be careful. I'm gonna get rid of this water. Okay, apparently the issue kind of low. Just gonna have to work with it. I'm not too worried about getting the material right now. I just kind of want to get done with the cutting of the stairs so I can go back to digging out the pyramid. I think once I get done with the pyramid, digging it out, that's where a lot of the mundane, just excavating will hopefully stop from there, other than like making the towers and making the stairs. But I think the stairs and the tower is actually pretty interesting and fun. So I get about right there, right? And that's about where I want to stop it. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right on the dot. Oh shit. And I stop there, and I go over here, and I get flush with it, and I just dig this one. I'm actually gonna close off this water source. That's annoying. There we go. And then once I'm over in the that direction over there, so I have to shut this off. And shit, there we go. So the reason why I go slow with this drill is because I can't accidentally freaking hit a spawner. So I want to have enough time to, like, you know, shut it off and not hit it and destroy it. And I'll kind of showcase my dig process with the stairs, and essentially the pyramid is like this, but less making stairs like. It's just a dig, and it's more of a straight line. Yeah, it's better to undercut. Yeah, it's better to undercut than overcut, especially like with building stairs at this mass scale, because it took me hours just placing blocks that I overcut on like multi-layers of the stairs on other ones. And I was mad at myself for doing it. After like an hour and a half of correcting, you know, placing blocks, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna do this again. Because with like undercutting, I can like spend time collecting the materials and stuff. So like with a big pack like that, I do take my time and try to pick up the copper, because that was a big pack. Just like with that right there, another big patch of copper. Alright, fuck it, most of it anyways. Is where I'm gonna start having problems. So I think I did this with the other one that I was doing. I would move around it and then work on it on a separate matter. So yeah, so I usually get to right here and get to the wall and get pretty much close as possible. This one's less precise because it doesn't have to be, because I still have to make that into stairs as well, so I don't have to really fudge with that too much. So I just go straight. And this one's a less intensive, going straight like this, other than, you know, looking out for whatchamacallits, spawners. As you can tell, there's this big ass cave. To move around it. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I apparently did not. Did not cut this down to size. Yeah, so I need to cut there's a lot of overhang and overlap. I didn't realize that. I mean, not too much. Okay. Okay, quite a bit. It's like 8, 9 blocks difference. But I think that's okay. Then, you know, I have to go through here and prune that stuff. And then the last process of like setting the dig up on this layer, I basically do an outline of it so I can maneuver around and see where all the holes and gaps and spawners are at. This place here, sponge. So I've been here trying to sponge the water. What? Yeah, just water on Minecraft is such a bummer with its physics. This right here, volume. I pretty much full up on material. When I get filled up on material, I just go and collect as much as I can and then go put it where I need the designated area. And when it gets full up with a bunch of random blocks, I can't really fly, so I have to take multiple tries to take flight. So this does actually look pretty ugly, the stairs, but the stairs will eventually have polished diorite stairing, so it'll look a lot more nicer. Okay, I have to dump that stuff. And I just have to put away the stuff that I'm not going to be using. And bam, and that's it. And I work on this layer. I try to go in a straight line, but as you can see, there's gaps. So I have to go around and work on that. Holy moly, I've been getting a bunch of phone calls literally at the end of the day. That's just freaking crazy talk. Holy moly, I cannot, because now I'm getting phone calls now that I'm recording a video. Okay, anyways. Yeah, but that's a whole process that I do. It was bigger, more up there. Now it's getting a lot more smaller down here. Kind of messed up a little bit over there, but that's all right. I'm gonna fix that eventually, at some point. Oh. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the project that I'm doing. I will be making a video update. Actually, let me get that sponge. There we go. Is that the only one? I guess so. Update on the pillars on Mushroom Island. I don't have a bunch of blocks to place on it, but I can scrounge them up and start placing them. I don't know if I completed the calcite. I don't think I have. I might have. But the calcite and the amethyst blocks, I need to put more blocks in. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Hit a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Subscribe for future videos and notifications. And you guys have a good one. Adios.